Joining me now is Peggy Adams. Peggy and her husband, David Briggs, are innkeepers here at the lovely Hotel Coolidge. And thanks for letting us film here today, Peggy.
Well, we're happy to have you.
Thank you. And this hotel has a long and interesting history. When did it actually come about?
This is the third hotel on the site, and this one was built in 1927. And it's been a railroad hotel over the years. There was one point when the railroad crews actually stayed in the hotel. They traveled up to Vermont on the train and had to overnight every
so they would
every 200 miles or something. Yeah. So they would overnight here.
And there was a time that the depot here in White River Junction was incredibly busy.
Yes.
Right. So, and so they needed good places to stay and eat.
I didn't come to the mid-90s, so it's hard for me to imagine this bustling burg down here with 3 all-night diners and trains coming and going and overnight.
It's quite a place. Yeah. And now you are a fully operational hotel. How many rooms do you have?
Well, we have 30 overnight guest rooms, and then we have another section that has come about because of the local business community in the Upper Valley, people moving to the area, leaving, needing to have an extended stay. And so one section of the hotel has become extended stay rooms for people who are here for interim housing for a month, 2 months, 3. But they are people that are fully employed and or graduate students. So it's an really interesting group of people.
Right, because you have a couple of colleges right in town, Center for Cartoon Studies and then the Vermont Community College. Yeah.
And we have the students from the center stay here, some of them, others in area local departments too. So that's in another wing actually. That's a Hosteling International wing. So we're
You've got
multi-dimensional.
A lot going on here. I know you're on the National Historic Register, and it's just a spectacular place architecturally.
The room we're in here, the junction room, it's a formal dining room, and the Vermont room is next door with the well-known mural that was done by a Dartmouth grad, Mike Gish, have just been redecorated. We've just repainted them, and we're in touch with a local decorator in town, Denise Welsh May, who works out of the Tip Top. And she came and selected all the colors for us, and we're really thrilled with them.
And I understand the mural in that room was painted by this Dartmouth grad who was staying here, and that's how he paid his keep.
That's right. For a year and a half, he did the murals. There are 2. The one in the junction room, and there's also one in what's now the cafe, the Boho Cafe, and it's a barn dance. They were really popular in the 50s, and Mike was here in 1950 for about a year and a half. All the Dartmouth people partied here. That's my understanding. It's where all the bars were, and Hanover was really sleepy.
I see. So they had to come here.
Right, and the Hotel Coolidge dining room was famous. There was a Swiss-German chef, Mr. Zollikoffer, and you had to, be in New York City and Boston to get anything quite like it.
Wow.
So people traveled from 50 miles around to come.
It's quite an interesting history. And now I know you also have some other programs. You have the Elder Hostel program, which goes by a different name now. Tell us about that.
That's one of the main group programs we do. Now has switched its name to Road Scholar, R-O-A-D, Scholar. And David Briggs and his other coordinator have developed the programming over years, and they've been doing them for about 20 years. So they're here for 5 nights and 3 meals a day, and a planned curriculum that has been developed by them.
And do they go see some of the other sites in the region?
Yes, there's a theme that it's developed around.
Oh, I see.
One is on the Vermont railroads and the history, and authorities are brought in, and we do intergenerational with grandparents and grandkids, and it makes you just want to grab a kid. They're between 8 and 10. So they all make friends, and the grandparents make friends, and it's just they're out in the countryside
Wow,
and having
that's
wonderful
wonderful.
experiences.
Yeah. Well, it's such a great place, and check out the Hotel Coolidge on the square in White River Junction, Vermont. It's quite a gem. Thanks, Peggy.
Thank you very much.